So today we're going to basically be talking about the Elixir series. So we have to feed our hair, feed our scalp, feed our skin, feed our bodies, right? So most people don't realize what they're putting on their bodies. 70% is going into the bloodstream. So when you're using anything like skin creams, personal care, dental care, hair care, like people say, oh, I bleach my hair, but it doesn't touch my scalp. Well, the gases are going into your scalp. When you dye your hair, they say, well, it doesn't go on my scalp, it goes on my hair. So the gases are going into the scalp, into the growth patterns, into the roots, down into the whole growth cycle of sebaceous glands. So that's why I'm educating this. This is our health is our wealth educational part of Morrocco Method, to make people aware of just how to grow really luxurious hair. And it's like spokes in a wheel. It's not just get a bottle of shampoo, shampoo your hair, you're done. Yeah, so I'm basically using these as examples. So this is Jason Natural. It's like a shampoo, 16 ounces. I think it's $5.60 at Whole Foods, which is total chemicals. So I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm just here to say, this is not going to grow hair. This is not going to thicken your hair. This is not going to stop hair loss and hair thinning. This is causing hair loss. This is causing hair thinning because it's 100% chemical. The body's 100% organic. It's nature. So here's Whole Foods. Their brand is 365. So whenever I go to Whole Foods and I see 365, I never buy anything because that's the most commercial product in the whole store. But here they have a conditioner. We got lavender in it. The lavender is made in the laboratory. All the ingredients are made in the laboratory. None of it's natural. And it's probably like $5.80, 16 ounce. So I'm just trying to basically make everybody aware that you need to read your ingredient lists. So that's number one. When you go to the stores, whatever you buy, I know a lot of you, I don't do this because I don't want to, but you got your phones. You take a picture, whatever you do, and you check out the ingredients. If you can't pronounce the word, it's made in the laboratory. If the word is so large and you can't pronounce it, it's a chemical, guaranteed. Then you check out all the ingredients to make sure that it's 100% natural. So Morrocco Method, every ingredient on all our shampoos, conditioners, styling products, everything is 100% from nature. So the Elixir series is a very advanced food, which we must put on our skin. We have to put on our scalp. And we have to feed our hair follicles. They need food. Most people don't realize that. So we have Euro organic oil. You can use any nut seed oil. You can use apricot, walnut, sunflower. Any of those oils are really good. So let me make it really simple. So what we do is we take a couple of drops in the evening in our fingertips and massage them right into the hairline. And then if you're having hair thinning throughout the top, you take a couple more drops and massage your fingertips and massage the top of your hair. Because then you're going to sleep all night and the hair is going to eat that oil. But you want to have 100% natural, made in nature only oil. Don't use synthetic oil, which you're going to be doing. That's why I'm making it a big deal, because it is a big deal. If you use any hair care products, skin care products, dental products, if they're made in the laboratory, you're destroying your body, period. I mean, you want to eat really healthy food. You want to use healthy food onto the skin. And the hair follicles, no different. It really needs food. And especially the older we get, you start feeling like, oh, it's not that moisturized. So we get to moisturize throughout the day, evening, and night. We have the diamond crystal mist and the volumizer mist. So this is 100% natural. And I just spray it on the hair. So that's an instant food for the hair, moisturizing. Then you have the face, so diamond crystal mist. A lot of models use this just before they do a photo shoot because it's like instant wake up call to the skin. And you can also set your makeup. So when you put your makeup on, you just take volumizer and diamond for the face.
Oh.
Then you can do alternate diamond and volumizer for the hair. So you can see where I'm going is that we really need to get educated how to take care of our hair to make it really looking. There's nothing more fabulous than skin, hair that's natural and beautiful. Nothing. So I don't care if you go to the beauty salon and pay $50,000 to have your hair done. If it looks dry and dead, like who cares? Who cares about the color? Who cares about the style? I certainly never did. The hair has to look natural, healthy, vibrant, alive. Then you can do anything you want. And everyone's going to be like, wow, fabulous hair, starting with yourself. So the Elixir series is created mainly to have the highest level of food possible. They're all natural blends. The oils are wildcrafted. So it's beyond organic. It's actually wildcrafted when they go out into the jungles, they go out into the forests. So it's not a farm. They go out into the wild and pick it. So this is what wildcrafted means. It's the highest, anything that's wildcrafted is the highest grade of any ingredient that you're ever going to get. So it's not planted by a person and farmed. It's literally grown by nature in the wild. So we have a lot of that in our Elixir series. Cold pressed. I'm going to start off gradually with gold and silver. So the gold is for dry hair, the silver is for oily hair. Not oily, but if your hair is really dry, the gold is really what you want to start with. There's the Elixir. Packaging is really beautiful, made in environmentally protected. You just take, not a lot, you just squirt on a couple drops, rub your fingers together, start in the hairline, start massaging it into the hairline. And then depending on the condition of your hair, you really want to feed your hair more, you can take a few more drops and then massage it through the whole top layer of the hair. So if your hair is really dead, like gone, dry, dead, over bleached, over dyed, over blow dried, it's just cut it off. Do yourself a favor. Don't fool around with it. Cut it off. Cut the ends off. Cut off as much as you possibly can, because you're never going to bring that hair back. Never. That hair is never coming back, because each follicle, each hair is literally opened up. So they destroyed the entire hair follicle, is open, destroyed. It's never going to come back. That's why we blunt cut the hair to seal the ends so they don't split. Yeah, benzenites are chemical, period. What dental products are you concerned about that we might be using? So that's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to basically read the ingredients on your dental care, skin care, personal care, hair care, and start getting educated. What's natural? Natural is from nature. If nature grows it naturally, it's a natural ingredient. If it's made in a laboratory, it's 1000% chemical, it's 1000% carcinogenic, and it's 1000% don't use it. Because the body isn't made in a laboratory yet. Not yet. The body's made nature, natural. So that's what it wants. It wants everything that you put on your body, in your body, has to be from nature, grown in nature. And the soil, so if they say, like I don't buy anything there, but I go to like the supermarkets, and there's a section for vegetables and there's a section for organic. Well, that's a joke because it's grown in Monsanto soil. So it could be as organic seeds as you want. It could be as organic, whatever you want to call it. But the soil is not nature. The soil is all made by Monsanto. Bayer bought it because Monsanto got such a bad name and sued for billions of dollars that they just said, okay, Bayer, you take it over. And Monsanto closed its name down. So I've been in the industry over 55 years. So I understand what their direct tricks are and what they're doing to us. But if you grow something, you want to grow it in nature's soil. That's what all of our grandparents, they didn't know what compost was. They did it. It was just thousands of years of just decomposed soil. They composted it naturally. So that's a trick. So you have to be very careful. Is this grown in real soil, earth, or is it grown in chemicals? So the basic structure of the hair. So we start with the spiritual world. I want to just get this really clear. And then there's the material world. This is the material world. This is grown in nature. 100% soil, 100% sun, oxygen, air, nutrients, trace minerals. So the highest level is there's 98 trace minerals in Celtic sea salt. It's the only food in the world. It's Celtic, C-E-L-T-I-C, sea salt, Celtic sea salt, the highest grade salt on planet Earth, 98 trace minerals. Critical, essential for your hair, for your skin, for your body, critical. I've been using it since the 1970s, still use it. So hair loss, hair thinning, or just dried hair, lifeless hair, or you want your hair to become more luxurious. Wherever you are, it doesn't matter, right? That's where you are. So my suggestion is if your hair is dead, cut it off. Just get rid of it. Go to your lunar dates, find out when's the strongest date of the month. And if it's dead, and then because all of your sebaceous oils, all of your nutrients, all of your minerals are going to the ends of your hair. And if they're dead, you're wasting all your sebaceous gland oils. You're wasting all your nutrients on dead hair. It's not going to do any good. You can put all the junk on it. It doesn't do any good. I see a lot of products, all they are is basically just covers. So you put it on, it makes your hair shiny, glossy, but that's not your hair, that's the cover. Underneath that is dead hair, lifeless, dead hair. So they have all these products where you put them on and they're like, oh, how fabulous they are. No, they're not. Whenever I get anyone, which I get thousands of people to do, but everyone, once they stop doing the chemical process and they let their natural hair come out, yeah, I would say within a half an inch to an inch, they usually cry. They said, I haven't seen my hair in years because I've been dyeing it, bleaching it, whatever the hell they're doing to it, destroying it, masking it up. But once their natural hair comes out, they go, oh my God, my hair is so beautiful. Then let it come out naturally. So cut off the ends as much as possible. Start with that. And then start feeding the hair. So we start off with the Elixir series. We have the gold and we have the silver. Definitely go online and watch the videos. I really highly recommend everyone go online to get educated on every product. So the gold can be from oily to normal. So this is for normal hair, perfect. So if your hair is like, let's say the ends are really dry and you really want to have some more life to them, like in the morning, you could take a couple of drops, rub them to your fingers, and then on the ends of your hair, just start pulling the oils down on the ends. Because during the day, you don't want your hair to look oily. That's why I highly suggest that at nighttime, before you go to bed, let's say you're home and it's like 4, 5, 6 o'clock and you're not going to go out. I would do it then because that gives your skin and your hair follicles a chance to absorb it more. So the earlier you can do it, the better. But if you don't have time or you're running around, you basically, before going to bed, start on the hairline, top, and then you can put it through the hair if you want a little bit. Don't do too much. It'll be very oily. And then you basically can brush it in. So I recommend even a couple of drops. You just take your brush and brush it through the front so it blends all the way through the top. And you can do that through the sides. You can even bend over from the back and brush back and forth. So now you got that elixir going through all the hair. And maybe twice a month, if I'm going to be like not going out the next day. Let's say I'm basically have a lot of projects, or I'm going to be camping, or I'm going to be out in nature and I don't really care what I look like. I will really saturate my hair with the elixir oils, because then it's going to be oily. Who cares? Because my hair follicles are going to eat this food, and it's spectacular. You'll see the results are amazing. So then if you're not going to go out and you don't care if your hair looks greasy, you can put more in, massage it in, brush it in, and leave it in for a day or two. It's fine. So what they do in the wild, so they would take bananas, or they take coconut, or they take avocado in the jungles or in the forest, and they would take an avocado really overripe and smash it and put it all through their hair. Or they get bananas and smash that into their hair. We're talking about tribal people for thousands of years. Coconut oil, olive oil, the Mediterranean olive oil. So all these different tribes around the world for thousands of years have always oiled their hair and their skin. So this is nothing new that we're inventing to sell products. The hair needs food. So if you can Google it, I don't know if you can AI it, but basically you'll ask AI or whatever you do and ask them what people, tribal people have done for thousands of years to keep their skin moisturized, to feed their hair. And I know for a fact that they, depending, like the whole Mediterranean where I'm from, they took olive oil and saturated their hair with the olive oil and their skin. South America, Africa, Asia, whatever they have, like bananas, coconuts, avocados, anything that has a lot of oil in it, they just smashed it in their hair, rubbed it in, and left it in for a day or two, then went out to the brook or the river or wherever they were and just rinsed it off. Elixirs. This is my creation for the ultimate best oils in the world. They're all natural. They're very stimulating. They nurture the roots. They're really food for the hair. So the hair needs to eat. The skin needs to eat. It does. Same as our bodies. If I eat a banana, the banana turns into the body of a man. If you eat the banana turns into the body of a woman, right? So it's not longer a banana, it's you. It's your body. Whatever you eat, it turns into you. So when you take this oil, the elixir oils, this is the gold, and we have the silver. Silver is more for dry hair to normal hair. So if you can't tell, just feel your forehead. Is it oily? Is it dry? Does your hair look dry? Does your hair look oily? Don't feel your hair, feel your scalp. But if your hair is if your hair is oily all the time, that's an imbalance of your oil glands. Your sebaceous glands are out of balance. And if your hair is really dry, it's like dried up, and you're not doing any chemicals on it, that's also an imbalance of your oil glands. They're called sebaceous glands. And that's why we have the scalp massager. So the scalp massager, morning, noon, and night. If you really want fabulous hair, which I want, I basically have 2 scalp massagers, 1 in each hand. In the morning, I scrape my tongue, I brush my teeth, I get the scalp massagers, I wet my hair, and I really massage all my scalp really vigorously to get the blood and air circulating and to get the sebaceous glands to balance off. So if you have oily hair, dry hair, not normal, we have all different kind of skin problems, psoriasis, whatever's going on. Scalp massager to the rescue. It's all rubber, and you can massage your face. I massage my face, massage your arms with this, but definitely massage the whole head, the back of the head, sides, the front, to get the blood and air circulating. But that's if you have a problem with your oil glands. So you want to get the oil glands in balance, so the hair should come back to normal. So that's really what it's all about. But if they're oily or dry, then you start off where you are, obviously, and you work on products that are like dry, do the silver, oily, do the gold. And then if you have normal, you can do both. You can alternate back and forth. So I suggest starting off with the gold and silver elixir. That's my suggestion. That's how I created them, because that's going to be the most powerful way to start stimulating the scalp. And that's going to feed the roots, the hair follicles, the growth patterns, and the sebaceous glands are going to get also benefited from that also. It's going to balance them off. Because we have to awaken the scalp. You need to wake up, wake up. It's like when you're asleep. Like this morning, I did an hour of Qigong. And after that, I felt spectacular. I really felt great. The days that I get up and I don't have the time, make the time. And I don't even do it myself, so I'm not being a hypocrite. There's days I don't get up and don't do Qigong, and that day doesn't feel great. But when I get up in the morning and do my breathing exercises, and I do Qigong or yoga or Tai Chi, or go for a walk, your whole day is completely different because you will awaken the body. So we have to awaken the scalp. We have to waken up the skin. That's why you have loofahs and all that exfoliants on your skin, right? To wake it up, to get rid of the dead cells. Same thing with the scalp. You want to, that's why we shampoo twice. First time just to remove all the dust and debris, rinse it off. And the second time, then you massage it in with shampoo or conditioner, leave it in for a few minutes, rinse it off. So now we're going to go to the second series of elixirs, which is fire, air, earth, water. So the goddess energy. We have Poseidon, Pele, Apollo, goddess. So there's earth, water, air, sea. So I recommend alternating all four. But if you don't want to do that for whatever reasons, then I would say, what's your sun sign? So I'm an earth sign. So I'm a Taurus. So I would start off with earth. If you only want to do one elixir, pick out your sun sign. Are you a water sign, air sign, fire sign, right? Earth sign. And then if also I recommend then do two if you can. And I always like to alternate. Always. Because nothing wants the same thing all the time. It's like if you had broccoli every day, every week, every month, your body would collapse. So if you're brushing your teeth with the same toothpaste for a long time, change it. Same thing with your hair care, your skin care, your dental care. Alternate them. Don't use the same thing all the time. That's why I've created 5 different shampoos to alternate. Conditioners, alternate. So if you have dry hair, do you only use the gold? Yeah, to start with, if you have dry hair and scalp, only use the gold to start. And if you have oily hair, you use the silver. And then once it comes into balance, so if your hair is really oil, only do the gold. Dry, I mean, if your hair is dry, only use the gold. Then once it gets into balance, then you can go back and forth. You can do the silver and the gold. But depending on what your sebaceous glands are doing, that's number one. We have to get your sebaceous glands back into balance. So somebody's asking a question. When you spoke about the 3 Brazilian ladies from South America, yeah, from Brazil, they had fabulous hair. When they came into Kenneth's, their hair was 100% luxurious. When you have beautiful, really luxurious hair, everything else, the style doesn't matter. Nothing matters. You shake your head and your hair goes whoosh, and you go, wow, that's really beautiful hair. So all 3 sisters that came in did not do chemicals. They basically had their hair shaped only on the lunar dates. When they came into Kenneth's, their hair was spectacular. Really, really gorgeous. We had the top models in the world. I mean, when I say top, I mean #1 top model in the whole world. When they came in, they would fly in from all over the world to have their hair cut, shaped. We didn't cut hair, we shaped hair. And their hair was never touched with chemicals. Never, never, never. These people were fanatic with their food, what they ate, their intake. Everything they did was all natural. So on the 4 series, we have sea, water, earth, air, fire. So pick out your sun sign. I recommend all 4. Okay, so what do we do with these? So in the 4 series, if you have 1 of them, or 2 of them, or 4 of them, I would alternate. So if you have 2, one day do one, the next day do the other. If you have 3 or 4, I line everything up in everything's lined up. My clothes are lined up, my shampoos, everything's lined up. So what I do is I pick from the left and I put it back on the right. So I don't have to think, oh, what did I do yesterday or the day before? So everything, my shampoos are in the shower, they're lined up. The elixirs are on the counter, they're lined up. So my clothes, when I go into my closet and I want a shirt, I pick one from the left. After they're laundered, they go back on the right. Now, if I don't like the shirt or the sweater or the pants or whatever it is, if I don't pick it, I leave it there and I pick another one, it stays there because I just don't want to wear it. And the next time there could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shirts that I haven't worn, and then I don't want to wear them for whatever reason. I don't like the color, I don't like the fit, whatever. Then I pick the next one, use it, put it back on the right. So after 6 months, whatever's on the left, if I haven't worn it, it goes away. I give it away because I have a lot of clothes. So there's no sense keeping all this stuff in the closet if I'm not going to wear it. Even though the label is spectacular, it costs a lot of money. Wow, it's like 100% silk. It's like, I don't like the color. I'm not going to wear it. Get out of here. The same thing with everything in my clothes closet. Same thing with shoes. Everything's alternated. So over a period of time, I either wear it, I like it, it fits, it looks wonderful, I like the color, or it goes. So on the 4 series, basically the same thing. Now we're back to dry, oily, normal, always. So if your hair is getting from the gold and silver, how often do you use it? I would say, starting with the gold and silver, I would do it for like 30 days. So if you're going to be alternating 30 days, or you're going to be just using one or the other, 30 days. Then after 30 days, put them to the side and take a week's rest. The same thing with all of the elixirs. Then you move on from the gold and silver, or you just come into the 4 if you want to start there, or you want to graduate. Then you come to the water, air, fire, earth. So I would do the series for another 30 days. And then after the month, take a rest, 1, even 2 weeks, take a rest, just stop everything. Because you want to have your oil, your sebaceous glands, your everything has to, digest and needs a time to naturally catch up to itself. But this is food. Besides balancing off the sebaceous glands, besides taking care of your roots and your growth patterns, which there's many, many different things going on in here with the growth pattern, again, think of it as food. During the daytime, let's say in the morning, you take a couple, not a lot, just a little bit, and you rub it through the palms of the hands, just like two or squeeze, just squirt it once or twice, rub it together, and then pat it through the hair, all through the hair. So there's not very much. So you don't want it to be oily, but you want your hair to look like it's moisturized. Then you can brush it through. So you watch the video on brushing first thing in the morning. I do it in the afternoon, and I do it in the evening. So I scalp massage morning, noon, and night, and I brush morning, noon, and night. I qigong morning, noon, and night. I do a lot of things, even if it's 2 minutes. I'm not talking like, oh, I got to do 30 minutes of scalp massaging now. No, like you come home from your day, it's in the afternoon or early evening. You walk in, it's like, oh, I just feel like I need to take a break. So I just get the scalp massager out, and very invigorating. I feel great. I bend over and brush my hair with the brush. Very invigorating. You're getting blood and air circulating into the scalp, which is necessary. Again, they're all the same as far as morning, noon, and night. But they're very, very different oils, very, very different nutrients. There's lots of different nutrients in going into these oils. So the 4 series is the middle advanced series. So again, at night, put it in the hairline, or put it through the top of the hair, or where's your hair thinning, where's your hair loss, massage that in at night, and then sleep with it all night long. So I have ski caps that I wear. So I do that for lots of different reasons, because we lose a lot of chi from the crown chakra. So a lot of different nationalities will wear like caps, and they wear that to keep the energy into the head. They don't want that energy escaping. Throughout the winter, when it's really cold, I wear a ski cap all the time. I always have a ski cap on to keep the heat into the crown chakra. Not only is it good for your hair, it's good for your energy. So we don't want the chi to escape. In the summertime, it's different. But at night, you can find something like you can put a towel over your pillow, or a nice piece of cloth that you like over your pillow, so you don't get the oil on your pillows. Wherever it's thinning, I'm constantly working on my hairline. So my body's 82 years old. It's in pretty good condition. I cut it really short in the spring because I want all that energy to go into the roots. I keep it short all summer because I want all that energy to stay into the new growth patterns. Then in the fall, I'm starting to grow out now, and it's only like the end of August, but I'm letting it grow out. It was very short. I started probably in April, May, June, then July, August. So now I'm letting it start to grow. And then in the winter, I'll let it really fill out. I won't cut it that much. But you want all that energy. And so the seasons are very critical. We have 4 seasons, 4 elixirs. Sun sign, what's your sun sign? So if you have normal hair with no thinning, no loss, it's just dry or it's oily, this is going to balance off the sebaceous glands. This is going to balance off your growth patterns, your roots. Everything's going to benefit. And again, very simply, it's food. So think of it as that your hair is starving, your scalp is starving, your skin is starving, because you're not feeding it. And as our bodies get older, they need a lot more moisturizing. They need a lot more oils. And that's why I'm emphasizing that our ancestors throughout the world use bananas, coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oils. They would just take the avocado really overripe and rub it all through the head, all through the hair, and leave it in for a day or a night or even a couple of days. They keep it up. And that lubricated the skin, lubricated the scalp, lubricates the hair. It's food. Not only do you eat it, you apply it. And then the hair follicle will eat the oil. The skin will eat the oil in its own time. So usually overnight, this is all gone in the morning with a couple drops. And again, the same thing. If you really have time, you could leave it in. I put in, like, if I'm not going to go out the next day, or I don't care about the next day, that night I really massage a lot of it into my hair and scalp all over the whole head. It's like really massaged. Then I brush it in. I brush it in. I bend over, stand up 3 times, and brush that oil back and forth, back and forth. So now the hair is very, very lubricated, very oily. And if you can find some nice, if it's hot, you can get one of those caps, those really thin caps. Like, I don't know if you guys swim, you have those like swimming, but not a plastic thing, the little nylon cap you can put on. And you leave it in a day, 2 days. And I do that twice a month, actually. The hair loves it. So that's the 4 series. You can start off with your sun sign or alternate 2 or 3. And if you can, all 4. So once in a while, the elixirs go on sale for 50% off. So I highly recommend when they're on sale, 50% off, instead of buying 1, buy 2. For the price of 1, you get 2 of them. But if you can certainly, like, my health is my wealth. So food, I don't care what it costs. I care about what my car costs, what my house costs. You know, all of that is like, I'm very responsible. But when it comes to food, who cares if the peas are $1 or $5? I want the peas, I buy them. If I want something for my body, I buy it. Not eccentric, but my health is my wealth. It's the most important thing. And I don't know about you guys, but my dad used to say, Antonio, don't get old. When I was young, I say, what the hell are you talking about? My father, every once in a while, he'd have a pain or he'd have something going on. And he'd go like, oh, Antonio, don't get old. And I like, what are you talking about, Dad? But now that the body's 82, I go, oh, now I know what you're talking about. You want to take care of your bodies. We have 5 bodies, right? We have the physical body. We want to take care of that. We have the emotional body. You don't want to mess that up. So breathe, conscious breathing will calm that down. We have the intellectual body. That's another body. We don't want that taking over and ruling us. We want to say, okay, it's a thought, solve the problem, move on. Don't stay there and regurgitate. It's going to cause a lot of stress, which we don't want. Then we have our energy body, like yoga, qigong, tai chi, whatever you're doing to get that blood and air circulating, but to get that ethereal chi pumping. So important. This morning I did an hour of qigong. Oh, it felt spectacular. It was like, oh, I was like over here going, stretching, going, ah, and coming back, yes, oh, and getting all that chi in the palms of my hands, creating more chi, getting that throughout the whole body. And another thing I've started as you get older, like, I get cramps in my legs. I went to my acupuncturist. He says, oh, a lot of people have cramps in their legs. I'm like, well, that's terrible. That's like really not going to happen. So basically, you simply just stand up with your legs parted and you just pound the heels. Very gently, just boom. You go up and down, boom. Hit the heels, or you just shake up and down, shake the hands, shake the legs, shake the hips, open up the neck. But then when you pound here, boom, very gently, boom, what you're doing is you're vibrating the bones and you're lubricating the bones. So the bones need to get lubricated. I know, it's like, I don't have time to, I had 5 years to educate you guys. It wouldn't be enough. There's so much to it. But little by little, day by day, do something, add it in a little bit, and then do it for a while. And when you get it, when you can, add in another little thing, do that for a while. But I certainly don't want cramps in my legs. Oh, there it is. My doctor. Where's my doctor? There you are. Here's my doctor. So I came across this in Thailand 25 years ago. So I went to a Qigong retreat, 40 acres in Chiang Mai, Thailand, Montauk Chia. So I was there for 40 days and doing very advanced Qigong, medical Qigong. And then I discovered this beauty. This is all bamboo, natural. It's one piece of bamboo that they take a cleaver and they break it all down into little pieces so that it can vibrate. So the hands, you know, we do a lot of Qigong with our hands, but this, ooh, you have hair loss, hair thinning, you have oily, dry scalp. Here it is. You want to stimulate blood and air? Here it is. Here's another thing you can add into your regime, right into the head. Oh, delicious. So nice. Do the face. Yeah. There. Gently on the face. Neck. You got a neck problem? That'll take it out. You have hair thinning? That'll really send a message. Wake up. Wake up. So you want to wake up naturally. The bodies, the 5 bodies. And what's the 5th body? So we have physical, emotional, mental, energy, divine, creator, source, God, the mystery, the magic, whatever. That's all words. But the 5th one is the ultimate. And then that's spiritual Qigong. So we have different levels of Qigong. So I do all the levels. I do every single level, except I don't do martial arts. So I did it in the beginning, but it's not for me. So I don't really need to do that. And I never got hurt, so I didn't need to protect myself. But everything else, I go right up to medical ethereal Qigong, creating ether. That's what this represents. So the ether on this planet represents the pearl, which we get to materialize in the palms of our hands. But you can go online. It's called the bamboo beater. Nice name, huh? It's not very sophisticated, but it's just do bamboo beater. And then this is the wrap. So you want to hold it here. Don't hold it here because you stop the vibration. You hold it on the wrap and you want this to vibrate. Again, so the cramps in the legs, I was like, oh, hey, take that. I just basically start hitting my leg. And sometimes I have 2 of them. And I'll take both of them and start hitting both sides of the legs. Goodbye, cramps. Goodbye. And I have a lot of students. I have right now I have 350 students that I teach class 3 times a week here. I do all free classes because I want to share and care what I can with my community. And a lot of the students, I never knew that, but I started talking about it. I go, oh yeah, I have cramps. I have cramps at night. I go like, oh my God, you must get a bamboo beater. Start beating up your leg. And that's the end of the cramps. They're gone. And if they start up again, just tap them off, right? So you don't want pain. No, you don't want pain. Never, ever. All right, so now we did the 4 Elixir series. And now we're going to go to the most advanced, which is the Tri series. So we have the amber, emerald, and the ruby. So these are why are they very advanced? Because this is like the last series that I recommend people doing. I start off with the gold and silver, watch the videos, use them for 30 days, give or take, but always take a break for 1 or 2 weeks. And so if, in other words, you didn't use it all up, but the 30 days, 3 or 4 weeks, stop, give yourself a break. Then if you want to continue, or after 30 days, they're not going to go anywhere. It's just put them on the side, the gold and silver. And you can move on to the 4 series, and you do them for 30 days, 3, 4, 5 weeks, and stop that for a couple of weeks. And then you can go on to the Tri series. This is very, very advanced. These oils are very stimulating. They're sort of like, I would call aggressive oils. They're extremely cold pressed, wildcrafted. They have amazing nutrients in them that the other oils don't contain. But they're not better. It's just that this is the most advanced is the Tri series. So someone's saying these talks are extremely informative. Would you consider extending them past August 31st? Yeah, I can do that. So I'm going to go into September with this series. I will continue on Sundays with this series, because then my team takes them and puts them out all over social media. So besides you guys, they go out all over the place, and a lot of people can watch them whenever they want. So the emerald basically for all hair types, the ruby for all hair types, the amber for all hair types, and scalp. So in other words, this is very advanced, whether you're oily or dry or normal, whatever's going on, doesn't matter. How do you pick one? I don't know. I'm very intuitive. So I get attracted to things call me. So I would say, yeah, just feel like which one do you want to start with? Don't think about it. No, don't think about it. Feel it. Do you feel it? Good. If you think about it, no, it's not going to work. But if you want to get one, it's the ultimate food. But again, I always suggest the 3 of them. I would say ruby is the most aggressive. So if you have like dandruff, psoriasis, you have some really problematic scalp problems, then I would suggest the ruby. Because I've so many clients, they do this for 1 week, goodbye scalp problem. It's very effective, really fast, and you see amazing results. Because back in the 1960s, I was with master herbalists, Chinese herbalists. So I know a lot about oils and different types of activity with them. So ruby is very aggressive. It's not that it's going to like be over. It's just that it's the penetration and it's more active. So once it gets down into the follicle, down into the roots, growth pattern, even down into the sebaceous glands, it's going to really be very stimulating. And it gets rid of major scalp problems. But for hair, all 3 of them, the ultimate food from all the ingredients in the world, because we extract ingredients from all over the world. It's not from one place. Everything's made in the USA. Our factories here in San Luis Obispo, Paso Robles, Templeton, Middle California, all made here. But the ingredients are from all over the world. That's why whatever you're paying for, that's what they cost. And you're paying for what you get. So Pitta, Ruby Elixir was Pitta. Pitta's fire, lot of action, right? Then you have Veda. This is the Amber Elixir, calmer. Then you have Kapha. The Emerald Elixir is Kapha and Pitta. So the next semi-aggressive would be the Emerald Elixir. That would be medium range activity. And then the Amber is the mildest of all 3. So if you don't have really serious scalp problems or whatever, you can start off with the Amber Elixir. I would suggest that. Or if you really want to get a little bit more aggressive, do the Emerald. Or if you really want to buy one of them, then if you have real scalp problems, do the Ruby. The Ruby is #1 Pitta. Does that make sense? When and how do I use the elixirs, Emerald, Amber, Ruby? I bought these on the last sale. Good for you. So if you buy them at the sale, you get like, we usually do like 50% off every once in a while because I really want everyone to try them. So that's our cost. So we barely break even, but I'd rather have the new, especially new customers that are not familiar with Morrocco Method to try them. So we don't really send out notices way in advance, but check our sales. There's lots of sales going on. So can I use the ruby on my arms that have really dry skin? You can, but I wouldn't do that. It's really, these are designed for your scalp and hair. So for the arms, if you have really dry, I would say castor oil. If you have dry skin, like I use castor oil under my eyes, I use it on my face, I use it on my legs and my arms, but I get it, but you have to get castor oil in glass. Never buy castor oil in plastic. So I go down to like Whole Foods, I look at all the castor oils, they're in plastic. Disaster, because that's pulling out all the petroleum from the plastic and it destroyed the castor oil. Castor oil is one of the highest grade oils in the world. So my source, they're called the Queens of Thrones. There's 3 ladies that have it's online. There's 3 women that own the company. I'm pretty sure it's called the Queens of Thrones or the Thrones of Queens. Yeah, but it'll come up. And they have the highest quality castor oil. No one has higher quality. And so what? It costs, I think, a large bottle costs $45. It'll last you so long. It's so thick, so penetrating. And you can actually take a little bit with hot water, shake it up, right? Then you could put it on your skin. You don't have to put it on full blast. I use it full on my eyes at night. So under my eyes, I use the castor oil. And then before I go to bed, if my eyes, because the body's 82, and it gets crusty, I take the castor oil and I layer it right across the top of my eyelids and right into my eyelashes. Then I go to bed and it goes right into my eyes. Very good. So this castor oil in brown glass from these ladies is the best oil I've ever found, ever. So I don't get any money from them. I'm not endorsing them. I'm just saying that's what I use because I can find no finer castor oil in the world. Brown glass, never plastic, and their castor oil is so high. And I put it right over my eyelids, right over my lashes a lot. Then when I open my eyes are a little bit blurry, but then I go right to bed. And you don't know, you don't feel it. It's very lubricating for the eyes. It's very healing for the eyes. If any of you guys have eye issues, this castor oil is magnificent. Skin, yeah, go across. You can put it in a spray bottle or a regular bottle. Just add some warm water to it, real water, not junk water. Shake it up. It's a little bit thinner, and you can put it all over your body. But on my face, I use it full. And you can use it on your hair. You can put that into your hairline for an alternative. Yeah, another person says, I use this stuff and it's awesome. They love it. 1 a month each or rotate? Rotate, always rotate. I mean, in other words, if you have 2 of the Tri-Series, rotate them. If you have 3 of them, rotate them. So I wouldn't just use one for 30 days and then use the other one for 30 days. No, I would rotate them. Same thing with the shampoos. I wouldn't use one shampoo for 30 days. Every time I shampoo, they're in my shower. I pick up from the left, shampoo, put it back on the right. So the next time I go in, I don't have to figure out who's doing what. Pick it up from the left, use it, put it back on the right. Everything is rotate, alternate. It's the ultimate. So that's the Elixir series. You guys have any more questions? So yeah, rotate all the series, rotate them. Yeah, this person says using on my eyelashes and eyelids have cured my dry eye issues. Absolutely. Castor oil. I agree 1,000%. My eyes were getting crusty. Like I would wake up in the morning with all this, the Sandman came, and there was all this crust on my eyes. And sometimes I would just take my saliva in bed and rub them so they wouldn't even open up. Don't get old. Don't get old. 82 years, body, 82 years old. But then when we have all these incredibly natural tricks, who cares? Right? 82, I have no doctors, I have no medication, none, no drugs, no surgeries, most of all, no pain. Most of all, no pain. So we have all of Morrocco Method, we have Qigong, we have yoga, we have Tai Chi, whatever you want to do it. You have to do it. Yeah, so I discovered this, the Queen of Thrones. I did a lot of research. They're the highest quality I can find. And I'm glad you're saying that. I have dry eyes and I take fish oil every day. Thanks for this wonderful tip. Yeah, you could even take a couple of drops of the castor oil. So if you're constipated or if you're not having normal bowel movements, this castor oil will put you natural. Just a couple of drops. So I don't really talk about that too much. But in the morning, I go to perfection. Every morning, like clockwork. Get up in the morning, warm water, no juice, no coffee. No, that's dehydrating. First thing in the morning, you want warm water. It's the only thing that's going to hydrate your physical body. Fresh lemon. Get your pH balanced off first thing in the morning. And I start sipping warm water with fresh lemon. You can get a quarter or a half. I take the whole lemon because I'm a Taurus. I overabuse everything. Taurus is if a little is good, a lot must be better. So Tauruses overdo everything, which is wonderful. That's why I got to where I am, because I'm a super achiever. Sipping warm water, lemon, and then every morning, perfect. And then if you're not perfect, take some castor oil. Take this castor oil. It'll get your whole system balanced off, a couple of drops. But for the eyes, it's a miracle. Really a miracle. And I don't do eye drops ever. So I don't have those things, eye drops. So what I teach in medical Qigong is that I teach blinking. So you basically start blinking your eyes. And then first of all, you release your neck. So it's not, this was released. Then I bob left. Then I go right. And I'm blinking. And that's creating tears. So my eyes are naturally tearing. That's your eye drops. There they are. They're free. It's the highest quality in the world for you. And I'm releasing my neck so it doesn't get strained. Blink. And the eyes are going to tear, guaranteed. And this is the best lubricant for your eyes, the tears. Naturally. Blink. You can Google Dr. Bates, BATES.com. He's the eye expert. He's left his body a long time ago. He's like an Edgar Casey, but he's eyes master. drbates.com. So we have all the answers. It's just overwhelming. So little by little, he's adding this into your program. I appreciate you guys as much as you appreciate me. And we're all here to share and care. We're in a circle, shoulder to shoulder. No one's above, no one's below. We don't want to be abused. We have boundaries. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying we want to share as much as we can, care as much as we can for humanity. And let's get healthy, happy, and strong. Are all the shampoos and conditioners to be used on all hair types? I asked because of suggestion to rotate them. Yeah. So if you really have like super dry scalp and hair, then I suggest you only use the sea. Don't use the earth. So it's a good question. If you have Earth is from oily to normal. C is from dry to normal. Then you have apple cider vinegar is for scalp problems. Our pine tar, scalp problems, fabulous. So pine tar, pine shale. We have pine shale shampoo. So when you go to the store and you pick it up, it says pine tar. That's petroleum. That's poison. So when people they have it, then they're so proud of it. They have pine tar shampoo. That's disastrous, horrible. That's petroleum. We have shale. The shale is from the Mediterranean. Millions of years of decomposed forests. That's what shale represents. These are enormous forests that have passed on and decomposed into and create shale. The shale's millions of years old. That's what we use for our pine shale shampoo for any kind of problems, scalp problems. Incredible. Apple cider vinegar, another problem solver. But they're for all types of hair. But if you specifically have like very oily hair, I would use the earth #1. If you have very, very dry, I would use the C #1. And then you add in, like from the earth, you could add in apple cider and pine shale. But then you can alternate all 5. But I'm saying if you really have very, very, very dry scalp, don't use the earth. The earth is from normal to oily. And if you have very dry, oily, the pine shale, the apple cider vinegar, wow, really the best. But watch the videos. They explain all of this. I highly recommend everyone, please. Oh, Heavenly Essence shampoo. Thank you. There it is. Nancy to the rescue. Thank you. Heavenly Essence shampoo. So that's for all hair types. That's the middle one. And it's mild. So the earth is very strong. So if you have oily, the earth is the best. But for me, of course, I alternate everything all the time. I've been doing Morrocco Method since the 60s. I mean, look at my hair. Still there. Still there. My dad used to wake up in the morning when he was in his 85 to 92. He stayed with me in the summers because I couldn't stand him all year long. So he was allowed to come to stay with me in the summer. I lived in Laguna Beach at the time on the beach. And he'd come for the summer. And every morning we had a little game. And my dad would wake up and he'd start screaming, Antonio, Antonio. And I would say, what, Dad, what? It could be like 9, 10, whatever the hell time, 11 o'clock, he's getting up. He started screaming, Antonio. I say, what, Dad, what? And he'd scream, I'm still here. We would laugh and laugh and laugh. Oh, he had all these crazy things he did. But he lived to be 92. He was a handful. So in the fall, he went to Phoenix. Then in the winter, he went to Florida. Then in the spring, he went to Connecticut. Then in the summer, he came to me in Laguna Beach. And I paid all his bills. I paid for everything. Everything. I paid for all 4 of those places, everything. So when he passed, I felt so free. You know, I felt all the ancestors were happy because I took care of my dad, even though we had challenges and we really didn't get along that great. We tried. I even took him into therapy for a while with Robert Bly. That's another story. He was a handful, but he only stayed with me in the summer. That was enough for him. But he was funny. But after 3 months, I was like, pack, it's time to go. Pack, it's time to go. And he was like, I'm packing. I can't wait to get out of here either. Then in the spring, he's like, oh, I can't wait to come and visit. That's fun. So healthy, happy, strong. So even for our relationships, emotionally, we should be taking care of ourselves, right? So if something's not working, end it. Really, our life is it's too precious to get destroyed. So if you have a relationship and it's not happening or it's toxic, goodbye. You know, family members toxic, just goodbye. Just close the door. Don't get poisoned. You can only do what you can do. You can't do anything more. We're here to change ourselves. That's number one. I'm here to change me. I'm not here to change you. I'm here to change me. You're here to change yourself. You're not here to change me. You're here to change yourself. I'm here to change myself. Then after that, when you really change, then you can go out to your family and your friends and your community. So that's what we're doing here, is we're sharing and caring. And this is going to go out all over the world with social media. So anyone and everyone can actually get educated. We want to get educated on every level possible. So are you happy? Are you healthy? Are you strong? Let's make it happen. Let's make it little by little. Thank you, thank you, thank you, you guys. Be well. Next Sunday, and I'll go into September. Namaste. All blessings. All blessings. Be well. Be happy. Life's too short. It has its challenges. Solve the problems and move on. The whole day shouldn't be stressful. Just a little bit, just to solve the problem. But after that, relax, enjoy. That's why we're here. It's a beautiful planet. Humanity made it a mess. It's very stressful. So don't get too involved with, you know what? I don't have a television, so I don't watch any of that stuff. Nothing I can do about it. I don't want to poison myself. I don't do it. But anything that I can do to share and care, starting with myself, it's not selfish. It's very, very, very responsible. We have to be responsible, first of all, to ourselves. Otherwise, we can't help really anybody. So enjoy. It's a great life if you don't weaken. My dad would say, my dad had all these crazy sayings. He'd say, Antonio, it's a great life if you don't weaken. Then I'll end it with one more saying from my dad. He was a nutcase. He came from Naples, Italy, emotional lunatic. He would say, Antonio, when I was younger, like in my teens and 20s, I was very, let's change the world. And my dad would say, Antonio, you can't change City Hall. I would yell and scream, you can, Dad, you can, you have to. And he'd say, Antonio, you can't change City Hall. Don't even think about it. And now I say he's right. He's right. Don't waste your energy. Vote, of course. Be responsible, of course. But don't fight something that's bigger than we are. Take your energy, change yourself. Everyone around you will benefit. Everyone and everything will benefit, including nature. Namaste. See you next Sunday.